So now everything else is pretty good plays here for the last 3 years. So you can see what I was talking about. This is 2015. We're playing inside with our corners. Why we went to outside leverage versus inside was we felt it was a little bit better for the corners in the run game, all right? That if they were inside and that guy ran a fade and it was RPO, he was sitting there and trail man covering that guy. So the guy could be running the football out on the perimeter and he wouldn't look. So the outside leverage allows us to get a little bit vision to the run game. So that's why we like the outside leverage. It funnels them inside to our high hole and our low hole players. So we like the outside leverage with our corners now. Now, if they were going to reduce or all the way in, we'll still play outside. If they're going to be out here, then we'll play inside, normal, split rules. 16 is our dog. He was our best player. He's got number 2. We're going to wobble the boundary tailback with our 2 safeties. So they're reading that boundary tailback. Play it. That guy goes in motion, pause. So right now we've made a check that we're going to run a 2-3 read. Essentially, we're playing Poms coverage now on 2 and 3 with 16 and 31. Play it. We got 6 guys in the box. Because our leverage is good, that wide receiver thinks he doesn't have a great angle to block. And the best thing that could have happened, because this play kicked our league's butt, is we get an interception. We didn't see it the rest of the year. No one since then has gone to it. Now, I got offensive guys in here. I know I got one. Other offensive guys. What you're probably thinking is, holy shit, let's fake that and run a slant. So this guy, if 3's out, he takes 3, he owns number 2. So we started seeing teams that do that on us. And that guy coming down is now playing inside for that slant or any sort of vertical. The biggest thing with our defense is we have nobody in conflict. The only person who would be in conflict right now is our high hole safety if it's a quarterback run. All right? He's got to avoid his high hole and come down and tackle the QB. Because we're 6 guys for 6 gaps once this guy leaves. All right? And we're manned up across the board. But just because you play man can't be a reason that you play a matchup man, all right? It's like zone. We're in Indiana. How many Indiana guys I got in here? Basketball is king in Indiana, right? It's basketball out on grass, essentially, all right? You can play a 2-3 matchup zone. Match up whatever guy comes in your zone, all right? Some coaches to me are like, we don't have good enough athletes. We're a quarters team. We got to be too high. Quarters is essentially what we're doing. You're just doing it from 2 high. I'm doing it from 1 high. Next play, coach. Stop me if you have any questions. So he's outside leverage, 5 to 7 yards. He's key in number 2. Once this motion came, 31 told him, hey, this year we called it Tallahassee. He said, Tallahassee. We call it a weather term now. We say, hey, rain, rain, rain. So now his vision goes to he's keying 3 to go out. If 3 goes out, he takes him. As a coach, I say if 3's out, just sit there. This kid was a good football player, and he goes and picks it off. So ideally on a playbook, I don't want that. But if the kid can make an interception like that, you want it. And he's got, so once his eyes take 3 and he sees 3 out, he triggers. 31, watching number 3, sees him goes out, his eyes now snap to number 2. And that becomes his man. If that guy motioned out and never became number 2, then they would stay with their original alignment. Does that make sense? Good question. Next clip. All right. This is good, actually. So, again, we get lucky. So, to the boundary here. Inside zone, we're playing our match. It's 10 personnel. We're playing Poms to the boundary, essentially. So within that base coverage, I didn't talk about it necessarily, but we're doing a 1-2 read on number 2. We're outside leverage at this point in this season, so our corner is outside leverage. So play it a little bit. So we started getting this fade, quick out. You guys see this at all? Which is really good for Poms for us because we have a guy for the fade, we have a guy for the quick out. Excuse me, we weren't playing Poms here, sorry. But our outside leverage allows us, this guy, outside releases, our corner, former QB, pretty smart. All right, they've been doing this to us a bunch. So as he goes to outside release and he steps, he looks back to QB, he sees that hand off the ball, and he breaks for it, all right? Again, I'm not coaching this. I say, hey, if you see the quarterback and his hand's off the ball and he's throwing it, all right, go make a play. But in our playbook, our corner's just kind of being a football player here. So play it. Because that outside leverage allowed him to have a little bit better eyes what's going on, because he's a smart football player, because he played QB and he kind of understands what's going on, all right? But if that QB throws the fade and he gets burned, he's getting his ass ripped, and he's going to be on the first 3 plays that you saw on the film. From the end zone, I think you can see the QB's eyes a little bit.
When you motion the 3-by-1, you're talking Poms coverage. Is that your base 3-by-1 coverage as well? You just take number 1?
If 2 and 3 are tight in 3-by-1, that'll be kind of our base check. If 1 and 2 are tight, then we'll play that Poms on 1 and 2. If all of them are kind of equal distance, then we'll play outside leverage on 2, inside leverage on number 3, and our corner will probably play off a lot of the times. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so you're just...
I give those DBs the freedom. If 1 and 2 are tight, well, then they're probably exchanging. If 2 and 3 are tight, if they're all normal space, then we'll just play normal.
You're just trying to eliminate one out of the mix.
Yes. Yep. Watch the QB's eyes. You're going to see his hand come off the ball, and that's when our corner breaks. Again, we could play Poms coverage here, and then 31 would be over the top, which I think we'll have clips of, or 26 would be over the top. But we see that a bunch in our league. Next clip.